joining us on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. This is the front page review on your darling station. Lots and lots of things are happening. We have so many things on the headline, but what really interests me may not even be on some newspapers. Today is the 18th day of February 2026. 18th day of February 2026, and you know what? It coincides with Lent, which is for Christendom, and also with Ramadan festival, or Ramadan fast. It begins today. Lent, which is the Christian fast, begins today. Ramadan begins today. In the Christendom, today is Ash Wednesday, which traditionally begins Lent, the oldest and most striking season of the church's year. Purple vestments in Orthodox churches, ashes, giving up something for Lent, the way of the cross or the stations of the cross, where Christians reenact Christ's journey to the cross, all evoke powerful memories. Lent reminds us that we are dust and will return to dust. That's why you'll see many Christians today with a mark of the cross on their forehead, signed there by a priest who recites the words, "Man, you are dust, and unto dust you shall return." It is a time for sober reflection, a recharge of our spiritual batteries to begin again. Sometimes we put off renewal, and St. Paul's writes that now is the grace-filled hour, time to revise and remodel our life, time for an extreme makeover, to reverse destructive choices, halt spiritual drifting, go back to the basics, and refresh our lives with the truth of the gospel, the grace of the sacrament, and the life of the church. The ash on our foreheads points to the deep mystery of the body's mortality and eternity of the soul. The body on which we lavish attention will turn to dust. The soul we often ignore will live forever. For Lenton's journey, Jesus indicates three ancient pathways: fasting, prayer, and almsgiving. And that's the same thing that happens at Ramadan. You fast, you pray, you give alms. Lent is not about our past but our future. A serious Lent helps restore honesty and clarity to our life and its purpose, which we sometimes forget. So today is Ash Wednesday. Today is the beginning of the Ramadan fast as well. For the church, this is the reset button. It is the day Christians pause, exhale, and return to what matters most: God. The ashes are not a trophy, not a fashion statement. They are a gentle reminder that life is short and grace is real. That's why Lent begins with three simple medicines: prayer to reconnect with God, fasting to retrain the heart, and almsgiving to relearn love. And does it shock you that the two major religions in Nigeria and almost every religion on earth, they uphold these three things: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, especially in special times like this. These are not punishments. They are a holy reset so that Easter can be met with new joy and a clearer heart. For the Christians, know that fasting is not all about food. Fasting is giving up comforts, habits, etc. for God. It can be giving up social media, phone time, drinking beer, partying, and cussing. If it will not cost you anything, then don't bother. This is the last Lent before the election. This is the last Lent to not only pray for ourselves, but also for our great nation, Nigeria, and its leaders. This year, Lent and Ramadan will be observed simultaneously, giving us the opportunity for a religious ceasefire and a chance to do better with and for ourselves. Remember, for some people, this may be the last Lent or Ramadan in their lives, for we never know when the time shall come. No matter how many "not my portion" we say, if it is meant to happen, it will happen. So let's reflect, not as Christians or Muslims observing Lent or Ramadan, but as children of the Supreme Being who not only watches our every action, but also watches over us. May that Supreme Being, by whatever name we are comfortable calling him, guide, guard, and provide for us the tools to conquer each moment of each day at a time. Never forgetting who we ultimately are. Now let's return to the papers. The papers are what brought us here. But let's remember, as we fast, pray, and give alms today, let's think about what we can do for the next person, for ourselves, and ultimately for God, because we are laying down treasures for ourselves in the afterlife. That's what we are told, and that's what we believe. This is a good day to start to become a better Nigerian, to become a better father, mother, a better parent, better child, a better neighbor, better everything that we are meant to be. Okay, so on our papers this morning, National Assembly, the lawmakers protest as the National Assembly okays e-transmission and manual backup. So finally, this is what they have passed. National Assembly okays e-transmission and manual backup. Now, this is on the Punch newspaper. We go to the Daily Post newspaper and have Sultan declares Wednesday, first day of Ramadan in Nigeria. That is today. We go to the Daily Trust newspaper. APC gets its way. The ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, yesterday leveraged on the dominance in both chambers of the National Assembly to pass the revised version of the law. So you see now why there is this rush to make sure everybody becomes APC, so that there can never be a dissenting voice in the National Assembly or among the governors or anything. So the people think one thing and the APC does theirs, or the majority does theirs. 2027 reps cave in, back Senate on Electoral Act amendment. And on the Nation newspaper, EFCC holds on to El-Rufai. On the Sun newspaper, drama as Senate revisits Electoral Act to address date clash with Ramadan and Lenten period. And then on the Guardian, reps in rowdy session over Electoral Act. There are other headlines. We'll bring them to you after we join Rufai Oseni and then hear his own thoughts on the headlines this morning. Once again, welcome to the program.
All right, a couple of stories making the round. So, the last minute bickering is already on as regards the harmonization of the electoral laws. And some revelations are beginning to come out. So, take for instance, the Senate came out to lie that the telco companies said they can't transmit election results. The telco companies have come out to say that the Senate was actually lying. Chairman of Alton did come out to say that you don't need more than 2G to transmit election results. And like they stated before, over 97% of the areas in this country are covered in 2G. Even close to 100% of the areas in this country are covered by 2G. So the data that the Senate is releasing has been deemed to be false. So let us clear that once and for all. It just shows that the senators have been lying. So we call on them that they have no reason not to make IRF result justiciable and have full transmission. Because the telco company said they've invested over $1 billion on telecom infrastructure. And they have the wherewithal. And they have everything. So I think it's time to be able to tell the joint committee to do the right thing. EFCC is quizzing El-Rufai over 432 billion fraud. This came as the federal government filed a 3-count charge against El-Rufai over unlawful interception of phone calls. And this is even as pregnant women and children got choked up as operators of EFCC fired tear gas to disperse both pro and anti-El-Rufai protesters. So, EFCC source confirmed that the government is currently with investigators. I think they held him overnight there. It's other investigations over loans being obtained during his administration, which a Kaduna State House of Assembly ad hoc committee alleged were mismanaged. Reacting to the political dimension, opposition figure and former presidential spokesman Umar Sani said Nasir El-Rufai's engagements are deliberate and desired to drag the government out of its comfort zone and force it to open confrontation. The federal government has also filed charges against him, and the investigation was on. So we'll see how the investigation pans out. It's been over 1 year since we lost two big patriots. I'm talking about Pa Ike Clark and Ayo Adebanjo. These men were always a delight for television interviewers. They held the fort and they effectively analyzed the problems of the country. And they sought solutions. They will never be forgotten. 753 duplexes. I didn't get any money directly from Emefiele witness talks. Prosecution witness Richard Agulu, former banker, testifying that he never got any money directly from the defendants. The witness, who was a staff of Zenith Bank but currently works at NCC, told the court that he only had interaction with Mr. Eric Ocheme, Emefiele's personal assistant. He says he never got a dime from Emefiele. He received funds through personal assistance, the witness insisted. Asked to confirm if he never saw the personal assistant, the defendant giving PA money. He said, "My lord, I've never seen that, but he passes instruction through phone calls, through a chairman for me." However, he has shown an extrajudicial statement he made on the case. "I cannot see anywhere I said phone call, but I said with his instruction," the witness added. So this is as regards the over 700 homes as attributed to Emefiele. The case is still on in court. These amidst many other cases that are making the rounds. $10.2 billion fraud. EFCC witness links Kogi fund transfers to Ali Bello. The case of Kogi EFCC frauds is still on, and we're still looking at that. Vice President Shettima announces 5 billion FG support for victims of Kano Singa Market fire. And the UK will be replacing fiscal stickers with e-visas for Nigerians from February 25. Troops have intercepted 37 million terrorist supplies in Borno, and 3 South Africans are arraigned over the killing of a Nigerian alien driver in South Africa, which is a very sad one. Tinubu is giving a vote of confidence despite all that is happening to Ribadu by saying, "You are doing an excellent job as NSA, we defeat bandits." And Natasha Akpoti is protesting, Senator Natasha Akpoti is protesting that she will not be treated as a second-class citizen. There was a committee she's supposed to be part of, a development commission for the northern region, and her name was not on. She subsequently sought clarification from the committee and was informed that it was in the office of Title Zam, chairman of the committee, where she went to Zam's office and exchanged words. But Zam tried as much as possible to be able to, stop her people from recording the episode. And Zam also put out a statement to try to impugn on the integrity of Natasha Akpoti. There's been a lot of effort to silence Natasha Akpoti, but she keeps speaking up in the face of all of this. And there's a court case that will be heard very soon as regards the disqualification of political parties like the ADC and Zenith Labour Party over the fact that they didn't get the prerequisite threshold of votes in the last elections. That court case is also coming up real soon. So the court is fixing February 24 to hear the suit seeking the deregistration of ADC and 4 other political parties. US is also warning visa fraud overstayed by Nigerians may attract stricter scrutiny. Right, there's a lot of hypocrisy going on, and we need to be calling out the hypocrisy one by one. The first hypocrisy, the Kano State governor saying that he joined APC to ensure better life for Kano residents. This was the same governor that went in an election that opposed APC when he was with Kwankwaso. When he was with Kwankwaso, he said APC is the best thing ever. When he was with Kwankwaso, he went against APC. APC was the opposition, but today he's saying APC is the best things ever. So it just shows how funny these politicians are and how they think about themselves alone. Now, because he's joined APC, there was a market incident that happened in Kano, the single market incident, the fire. Quickly, they've given him 5 billion. And other governors donated about 3 billion of their own money for him, at the expense of other people that still suffer. The government is so quick to dole out billions for another fellow APC state because of the fire accident. And the Ministry of Health cannot even just get 1 billion. They only got 36 million for capital projects. And while all of this is happening, what is now happening is that some people in the House of Rep are not even trying to change what they passed initially. Because what happened? There was a rowdy session today where proceedings in the House turned rowdy. Francis Ware, chairman of the House of Representative Committee on Rules and Business, moved a motion to reverse his decision on the bill which he passed on December 23rd, which is about transmission. This move was led by people like the chairman of the Committee on the Election Act, because, like I've been able to unravel, apparently the powers that be have told them that it is the Senate proviso they should go with. So what they are trying to do is that so that they can now align, so that they will do in such a way that they will give a lacuna that if network is not there, that they can use manual. They had initially passed an electoral act that adopted a proposal mandating real-time transmission of results. The approved clause states that the presiding officer shall electronically transmit the result from each polling unit to the IRF in real time, and such transmission shall be done after the prescribed form EC8 has been signed and stamped and countersigned by the candidates where they are available. Earlier this month, the Senate turned things around, and now they are trying to align with what the Senate has done, because the Senate obviously is reflecting the powers that be. You see, the shocking question all of them have not been able to answer is that will what is on the IRF, will it be justiciable? Will what is on the IRF be justiciable? Will you be able to take it to court? None of them. In fact, I spoke to Senator Neda Emaswe, and it's shocking that people like Senator Neda Emaswe that are now supporting a transmission, but let's leave a caveat that if there's no network, we should be able to use manual methods for coalition. Neda Emaswe shouldn't have been Senate president. If not, it shouldn't have been in the Senate. He was in the APC, he couldn't get a ticket. He left to the Labour Party. And it was because of this same electoral transmission he could win elections in the first Obi wave. You know, in the first Obi wave, it was only the presidential election that had the technical glitch. National Assembly election happened freely. That's why you saw that a lot of Labour Party people could get in. People benefited in Lagos, in Edo, and the likes. So you, Neda Emaswe, and you benefited from this transparency we are calling for. Today, when I'm asking them now, they are saying, we have to wait for the harmonization unit to harmonize things. You see, it speaks volumes about our political class. We don't have a political class that has integrity. It's always about their own selfish means. Jesse Jackson, pioneer U.S. civil rights activist, presidential aspirant in the 80s, has passed. Jesse Jackson has done his time. He's fought for civil rights. The statement reads that it is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of civil rights leader and founder of Rainbow Push Coalition, Honorable Reverend Jesse Jackson. His family has announced he elevated the voice of voiceless from his presidential campaigns in the 1980s to mobilizing a lot of people to register to vote, leaving an indelible mark on history. He was born October 8, 1941 in Greenville, South Carolina, and was a leader in Martin Luther King's Southern Christian Leadership Conference. May God rest his soul. He has lived his life. It is for us that are remaining to speak up and do what is right. El-Rufai is still in EFCC custody. Sources are saying to spend the night in EFCC custody. They are still drilling him, still grilling him, still asking about the corruption case. But let me tell you one message I got concerning this El-Rufai corruption allegation. This person that sent this message is a former governor. And I'm going to read it out for you today. As regards those allegations, and he said, "My brother, greetings. I've watched all the arguments, but I think you should actually see the reports of the House of Assembly and you will be convinced that it's not what the paper it is written on. It's even an irony that Obasani could accuse Nasir of corruption. Not even the so-called House of Assembly investigation accused Nasir of corruption, but of taking loans mostly from the World Bank. You cannot take World Bank loans without reason, and it will be most difficult to steal. So these are the arguments that some people are putting forward. Anyway, I'm not saying El-Rufai is a saint. Don't get me wrong. What a lot of people are saying is that, is this another attempt to stifle opposition voices? If El-Rufai was corrupt, the question I would like to ask this government is, yes, they are talking about over 400 billion. Why didn't they point this out when El-Rufai was supporting President Tinubu in his campaign? I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying he's a saint. But for me, we must not have a society where we stifle opposition voices, just like the way they have killed the PDP today. As we speak today, the PDP is almost as dead and gone in comatose. So let's do what is right. Let's ask questions. And let's say it the way it has to be said. That's how we can build a society that will stand the test of time. And there are talks and indications that they might want to push the elections to January. But we are still trying to confirm all of this, based on the fact that some people were talking about religion or not. And the plenary has continued after they had like a brief session. They had to break into a private session for plenary. Today, a lot of drama going on in the lower house. Let's see how all of this pans out. Like we said, National Assembly is eyeing 16th General for presidential polls, suspends electoral bill harmonization, FG to borrow 800 billion via February bonds, Lassa FIFA kills one, infects two in Kano. Memory Bruce says JC Jackson, a great man. Wiretapping. I don't believe FG wants to prosecute El-Rufai. Lawyer in EBAF Young talks. FG policy gives women opportunity to aspire in the aviation sector. And many, many other stories making the rounds. Goods destroyed as residents protest against northerners in rivers. We need opposition in democracy. That's what Shehu Sani is saying. Yes, when everything is fast looking like a one-party state. CBN to crack down on Naira abusers. US has frozen assets of 8 Nigerians over alleged Boko Haram membership and cybercrime. Obi knocked Tinubu over plan to pull off Aso Rock from grid and switch to solar. You see, that's a big indictment of President Tinubu. The same President Tinubu that said he will give us power. So he wants to pull off Aso Rock from grid. So we can suffer no light on the grid, but you will make Aso Rock be on solar. Just like how when people were suffering, you went to buy jets for yourself. We can't fund Ministry of Health and all of that. You went to buy jets, hundreds of millions of dollars, over $150 million. In a post on his X handle, Obi said the national grid continues to perform poorly under President Tinubu despite his promises. This was the President Tinubu that said, if we do not give you electricity, don't vote for us. Today he has gone to put Aso Rock on solar so that he will not feel the pain of Nigeria while the grid can be collapsing on all of us. Obi quoted a statement attributed to raise hope among Nigeria, but lamented that people are still struggling with unfulfilled promises. That's the way and the state of things in Nigeria for you. You see, so everything has now finally come home to roost. You can see when I say that the politicians are the bane of Nigeria. And it is obvious how they don't want 2027 election to be a good one because of their own selfish interests and because of the powers that be. Now, after passing electoral bill in December 2025 for real-time transmission by the House of Reps, the House of Reps has now gone ahead to change and pass what the Senate passed so that it will align. You can see the travesty these lawmakers are doing. Anyway, it's on record that the minority caucus did storm out of the House, and it shows that what we are practicing is shenanigan, not democracy. It's a total aberration. See, it will be on record that we spoke our mind about these issues. How can the House of Rep pass something in December last year, and now they're quickly going to change it to align with the Senate so that they will not need, to do anything when it comes to the coalition of the different bills passed, so that it will just be one thing that they passed, and they are leaving a proviso that if you don't have technological network, then what is going to happen is that you will use manual method, just because these people don't want democracy to thrive. And these were the people that most of them got in there because of the use of technology. Because of the use of technology. I pointed the case of Neda Imaswe today. Look at most of the House of Rep. They got in there because of the use of technology. They would never be able to win elections in the first place. But you can see the shenanigan, and that's why they were singing songs of thief, thief, thief at each other. It is sad though, We all are seeing how they are destroying the democracy, how they are ruining it, how they are turning things around in this democracy. You can see it's so sad what is going on. It's
victorious. Okay, so just going back to the headlines, just a quick reminder after hearing all this that we've been discussing with Rufai Hussaini. Ondo APC chair beaten as party meeting erupts in chaos is on the Punch newspaper. El-Rufai phone hacking. Ribadu planning 2031 presidency, setting up ADC. That's according to Amechi. Electoral Act. Senate retains manual backup for result transmission. And e-transmission APC going against Nigerians. That's according to PDP lawmaker Adik Boju. On the Daily Trust, Lassa fever surge threatens health workers. This is something we don't talk much about. Lassa fever. It is not the global pandemic that we had. It's not COVID, but it's still killing our people, and it's very, very worrisome in a time, an age where the country does not pay attention to health services. You can still hear what was budgeted for the health ministry and how much was released to them. 36 million out of 300 and something that was supposed to go to them for capital development. Meanwhile, the event that was supposed to sensitize people about the need for good health for women took over 100 million. How are we setting up priorities in this country? I just saw one post by a nurse outside Nigeria who was taunting the doctors in Nigeria that said, okay, doctors, you look down on us, but where I am right now, what you earn in a month is what I earn in 2 hours. You hear stories like that. How many people will be left in this country if something is not done about our health sector and, in fact, all the critical sectors of our economy? Because if the critical sectors of our economy are working well, others will just work automatically well. Educational system that works well, a health system that works well, security that works well, and what else will be needed in Nigeria? Things will fall in place. Nigerians are not lazy. They just need to stay healthy, to stay safe, and know what they're doing. On the Punch newspaper, 2027 reps cave in, back Senate on Electoral Act Amendment Bill. My people, you see the danger of having a one-party system where majority will carry the vote, minority will have their say. members of the House of Reps that decided to walk out, protesting that this is not what they passed before. And there was a shouting match calling themselves thieves and all that. But if what is passed by the majority, they will call it a democracy. But majority of what? Is it majority of Nigerians or majority of the people that have a selfish interest? Question is, are they representing us, or they are not representing us, or they're just representing themselves? We must have a working opposition in this country. An opposition is not Labour Party, ADC, whatever, PDP, all kinds of parties. Opposition is the people who feel that the democracy is not working for them, that their voices are not being heard. Opposition is the people who need to be represented according to their will. So you can't leave it in the hands of a party. In some states you go to, it is not APC that is ruling, and there may be things that may be going the other way. They may be going south. And so the people will join voices with the other people who are in the opposition parties to say, you know what, things are not going right, let us do it differently. So at the end of the day, it is Nigerians against whoever is ruling. We have to correct, we have to demand, we have to be there to support when we need to support as well. So opposition is everybody in Nigeria. And like this, that the telcos came out to say that Nigeria has the capacity for real-time e-transmission. So all the arguments about there not being any internet in some places and all that, that will go to the trash. So whatever has been passed or will be passed, or I don't know which term to even use, it's not because we do not have the capacity to transmit, at least according to the telcos. Even though we know that even if the telcos say they have no capacity to transmit, that there are other ways that we could have done this thing as a country. In fact, one of the APC supporters on this program said Nigeria has money. So, and this president is the one that can bring out money no matter the amount just to make sure things are done. We should have seen it in this thing. Well, lawmakers okay e-transmission and 300-day election notification, and this bringing down of the days of notification before an election will or may affect us. I don't know if that will be positive, because it is possible that they can even put this election in December, because if the law okays it, it is possible to put the election in December, no longer in February or January that they're talking about right now. So it will still fall under the 3-day time frame that the 300-day time frame for the election notification. So meanwhile, we're still here watching. They brought it down because if they do not bring it down, it will mean that that argument that the election should not be in February because of Ramadan and maybe the fasting of the Lenten period, it will not hold water. Khan has come out to say that we don't care. It's a time of sober reflection. It's a time of a lot of things that we do, but that should not be an excuse. It has never been an excuse, and it should not start now. So why is the National Assembly in such a hurry to have an election that may not give some other parties the adequate time to prepare to do that, or may not even give, or may give INEC an excuse to say we didn't have much time to prepare, or something. 365 days is enough time to prepare, yet we still find some loopholes, some lapses in INEC preparations and the preparations of some political parties, even when we had 365 days, which is a year notification to the election. Now they're talking about 300 days, which means less than 65 days, which is almost like it's not almost, it's more than 2 months, 2 months less the time that we allotted for the preparation and the notification for the election. So this is what is going on now. INEC may fix general election between December 2026 and January 2027, reduce 360-day statutory notice requirement in Clause 28 to 300 days. Senate vote 55-16 on mode of election transmission. These are all the things I have been talking about. And then finally on the Guardian newspaper, we still have reps in rowdy session over Electoral Act. So these are the things. We're opening the lines now. You are our most important guest this morning, and you know the numbers: 0700 903 903 903, 0700 903 903 903, or 080 36 929933, 08036 For WhatsApp is 081 7175 6338, 081 7175 6338. So keep the calls coming, keep the messages coming. Hello, good morning.
I'm good.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. My name is Ikechuku, calling from Yanesash.
Go ahead, Ikechuku.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yamgo, did you circulating in the social media where he was sharing take a way back to
the audio is not consistent. Please try to call us back. I don't know if it is the network from your end or something. Call us back. Let's hear what you have to say. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Yamgo. My name is Robert. I am calling you from Apapa.
Oh, Robert, go ahead.
The Sultan of Sokoto announced the commencement of Ramadan period today. It's a welcome development. I wish our Muslim brothers and sisters a happy Ramadan. Also with the Christian Lenten period. But my question is that, this these terrorists that are killing, I've not heard him condemn their activity on any forum, either public or anywhere. That you people know what you are doing is good. You are denting the image of Islam, something like that. Because I am not saying those that kill are Muslim, but whenever they want to kill, they always say Allahu Akbar, and Allahu Akbar is glory be to Allah, something like that. And that language is not synonymous to any religion other than Islam. You understand? So you should have at least come in a public forum to say, you people, what you are doing is bad. Don't dent the image of we that are Islam, something like that. That is what I expect of him. But for this, they will never, and it's not good. I know that whenever there's anything that has to do with Ramadan, like the killing we cease. Last year when they experienced it, it ceased. We are also praying that it will cease and God will touch them so that the killing will stop. If you watch the killing on social media, my brother, you can't eat. They kill human beings as if they are killing animal. It's very, very bad. And on the electronic voting, Nigeria appointed this senator to represent them to make law. Are they making the law for themselves? We say we need electronic voting. Akpabia is say no, they don't want it. I don't understand. What kind of country is this, for God's sake? Thank you, Daddy, my brother, for giving me the opportunity to speak on your station.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bob. Okay, there's a message here saying, good morning, VOP family. I see Senate led by Akpabio that's supposed to be people representative turned to be people opposition. Since I was born, I have not seen the type of Senate Akpabio is leading, that I always have it, even if the voices of nay are louder. How can assembly members who have already passed electoral reform bill of transmission of election results real-time electronically, mandatorily since last year, now revise the bill yesterday It confirmed to us what money cannot do, more money can do. I fear Nigeria politicians, shameless people who call our representatives Nigeria, masses, civil society, and human rights. It's up to you, Benjamin from Shogunle. Thank you, Benjamin from Shogunle. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm good.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you.
My good friend. Macaulay from Mapolu.
Macaulay, go ahead.
I'm good. Please, I think I would like to tell those that is not really honorable people in what do you call them? A Senate and whatever.
National Assembly.
National Assembly. They are not honorable at all. And please tell them that honor is better than ill-gotten money. You can see Jackson announced this. Honor. Everyone that knows about Jackson know that honor is better than ill-gotten something. Can you imagine? House of Representatives that has that on-time expectation of results now respond to attempt otherwise. Don't tell the type of and Akpado doesn't know what is doing. It's better to die horribly than to die that is disgraceful. That is what you should know. Let me write in or appending the signature of the tax matter. But I tell you, whatever thing they try to do, Nigerians will surely resist it, whether they pass it or not. Nigerians will suffer enough. It's time for us to hold on to what we hold on to make sure that that thing is achieved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We use this time to congratulate and to thank the people who stood by the people of Nigeria and spoke against this clause that has been inserted in this electoral bill. No matter the argument, if these people spoke for Nigerians and stood for what Nigerians largely see as the right thing to be done, then God bless them. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Nyango. Good morning. God bless you.
God bless you too.
How did you work today?
I woke up good.
Beautiful. Nyango, God is working for this country. Yesterday I spoke with you, and today I want to correct what the what do you call them, the Senate and the both lower and the upper house, what they did and what they said. We will not agree on what they said because they are our servants. We send them there to correct many things that they are doing that was evil. But now they have done this to Nigerians to tell us that nothing can happen. But let me tell you, if all Nigerians come out and say no, as we are coming out now to say no, they have no option. Nyango, it is not good that Nigeria should be dying every day. Look at what happened at Kwara. I heard that they have come now at Abia. I heard it this morning. What is Tinubu doing? I want to accuse the president. Is he not a member of this Boko Haram? That he has never made any comment. They gave him names. With that name, nobody has been talking about it. He did not do anything beautiful. Look, even in my place, since yesterday, or how many days ago, we don't have lights. Then they are saying we should continue with them. We will not continue with them. They will go. They are going and they must go. What we are saying is what their plan and what they call it electrical reform. we must vote through electoral. Which nation, even at my local home in Imo State, they are using electronic. Phone is everywhere. We must vote through electrical reform, and that is where we are saying that we are not going back. We are not going back. Oh, tell them, you are my brother. God bless you. I am Elder Wachineke. They are blessed.
Bless you too, Elder Wachineke. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please call back. We couldn't hear you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Engo.
Yes, I hope you're fine.
Hi. My name is Obina, calling from Lagos.
All right, go on, Obina.
I just want to understand one thing. In politics, in democracy, is it the politicians serving the masses or the masses serving the politicians? No, I just want to understand. And what is the winning? Or if you want to say to pronounce democracy, power for the people,
yeah,
and to the people,
yeah.
Is it so?
Right.
But I want to tell you that we the masses don't have any power any longer. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. We are not in a democracy. The masses don't have any say in this country. There is no power in our hand. They have collected both the one belongs to them and the one belongs to us, and they are all using the power. Because I don't see in a nation called this, they are in a democratic era. When the people say this is what the legislators will do for us, they will say no. This is how we want to do it in their own favor, the way it will favor them. We are not in short. I always say it. We have been captured. APC have captured Nigeria. They are only there for themselves, doing whatever they like. Any law that will favor them under 1 hour a day, they have passed it. The one that will be for the masses, they will just delay it. After then we say, the I have it, the me have it, just like that. We are just joking in this country. So we the masses, sorry for us. They are on their own. Sorry for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, Yangu, good morning. My name is Daniel. I call you from Alaba.
Go on, Daniel.
My own take is that the lawmakers who feel that the power belongs to them and they are not caring of the masses they are ruling, just like what my brother just asked now, whether if it is really democracy we are practicing. Because if we truly were practicing democracy, the rule of law will be the order of the day. I think doing things right will be order of the day. You see? But it's an obvious that the people who elect to represent us are not even minding us. They don't even care for us. They are only there for themselves. Whatever they want to do is what they will suit them, not what will suit the people that elect them or the people that put them there to serve them. That the country will find ourselves. But what I want to tell the Nigerians today is that if we fail to rise up to say no to this impunity, it will continue. So Nigerians, say no to what he doesn't want, what he doesn't want, what he don't want. Stand up to say no to it. So we must rise up this time around to let these lawmakers, if it to send them back home, because they're supposed to go home, but they are using the National Assembly in the House of Rate to become the retirement of the way the governor themselves to do all the way things. They will go there for retirement home. We must say no to that this time around. With our PVC and with our putting our vote, coming out to say, fight for what is going to give us a credible election. I think we are good to go if we can come out to do so. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call this morning. Okay, let's go to the messages. It's unfortunate that Nigerians are the ones that have allowed and tolerated the bad leadership of our leaders. If not, why are we not speaking up to the price of cooking gas that a kg was formerly sold for 800 naira, but till now it's still sold for 1,300 naira in my area? That's a difference of 500 naira. The same is the information that was released that free prepaid meters would be distributed only to those using Band A. And as if that was all, customers have continued to pay for blackout with the erratic estimated bills that the service providers have continued to distribute every month. Is this how we would continue with this suffering and smiling? If we continue to have the feeling that someone will come and fight for us and liberate us from these wicked politicians, we are only deceiving ourselves. To back up my point is a scenario where the Senate President and the National Speaker, House of Representatives, will use voice vote for yea and nay to approve motions, which in most cases the yea is sometimes louder than the nay, but the Senate President and Speaker will still go ahead and pick which is contrary to the vote note of the majority in the Assembly. I feel it's high time that the voice note should be scrapped because the Senate President and Speaker are taking undue advantage of this voice note just to favor the President and their personal interest than passing the bills and motions that would be of great benefit to the nation. What a country. Olorun Agbawa. God bless Nigeria. Temitokwe Onotoye from Ijegamo community. Thank you, Temitokwe. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yango. Yango.
Yeah.
We are speaking with Malam Ibrahim Basulani.
Oh, Malam, go ahead.
You see, Wanda Shanabaris, you see these people we voting. For the first time, I'm calling here from IGB. For the first time I traveled to my state, to the state. I just come back just 9 days or 8 days ago. I'm not making a mistake. For the first time, I saw people now for the first time in the history of the Netherlands, and me as a Fulani man, for the first time, I love those Fulani man who reside in the forest, who rear his cattle for the first time. They say all of them will migrate to the town and vote. If it is Christian, if it is Muslim, if it is pagan, anybody that will put us to where we're supposed to be, they will come out and vote the right person. They said this money that they were sharing with our money, we collect it. An average Fulani man who doesn't go to school, who doesn't know day or peace, we are coming out to vote out their voice. Alhamdulillah. I'm happy to see that. That is all I have to say.
All right. Thank you for that information. So there is still hope, no matter what it is, whether it's e-transmission or not e-transmission. There are people who are ready to do the right thing. But ask yourself, wherever you are you part of those people who want to do the right thing? Go try your best, your possible best to get your PVCs, and then let's do the right thing on that day. Now it has been approved that e-transmission will be done. They also added a lacuna that says that, okay, where there is no network, we are going to make sure that we are going to transmit through the manual instead of the e-transmission. But there is a way we will turn out for this election that everybody that wants to do anyhow will see that the odds are not in their favor, and they will stand by the voice of the people. So let's do the needful so that there will be a crowd of people who want to make a choice on that day. That's the major thing. Okay, good morning, Yamgul. Christians and Muslims starting their various religious fasting today is not just a coincidence, but a deep message from God to show us that we are one. Just wishing my Christian and Muslim brothers a successful fasting period and urging them to remember our country, Nigeria, in their daily prayers. Happy Ash Wednesday to you, my good friend Yamgul. His Royal Highness B.C. Nwoko in Oshodi. Thank you very much, B.C. Nwoko. I wish you same wherever you are. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Emeka from States.
Okay, go ahead, Emeka.
Now, do you see this?
Oh dear, what's going on? Emeka, okay, sorry. Call back, Emeka. Let's hear you talk. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, my name is Jonathan. I'm calling from Amu of the first state. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, please. Now, this National Assembly have done what they know how to do better. And you know why we are crying is, we Nigerians, when we say, let us join together so we can defeat these people, some people will be dividing themselves, say they are obedient and they are this and that. And when we tell them that these people are ready to bring you down, they say, no, that is Nigeria versus APC. Now, only 109 people have bring Nigeria their knee down. So only 109. If only 109 people can change the whatever Nigerians have in their mind, talk less of when 1 million people from APC or 2 million people will now come out. So the best idea we are going to give those are talking without having anything to offer for it. Let them know how to do it. Only Atiku and Obi, they don't work together. It's them can make new things happen. Minus that, when we divide as we are dividing now, at last, these people will win us like a very, very large. Even I don't see Obedient winning his polling unit in Agro. Because I am seeing it. I'm telling you this one now. It will happen in their eye. It will lose in village. So what I'm trying, even Obedient wife we may vote for this APC. As I'm seeing it, because when you see now, you see the people that is all those people that you always said the other side now they are in APC in Southeast. Maybe Obi, what we are saying in our own now is Obi betrayed Obi in Anambra State. So why am I trying to say this? Let Nigeria work together if they want to get somewhere. You see, it can never bite when you are far away. It must come closer to bite. So let these people work together. If you say Obi, yes, we want Obi to be there, but it can never be there that from far away to jump there. Better we work according to these APC people. Let's learn from them.
Should he join APC now so that he will be
no, nothing like APC. It's only when they finish this election, if the APC win, that's where we can now advise to be to work with Hausa, call Hausa, not Fulani, so that it will be Igbo vice Hausa for presidency. But this is first. When they finish this one, let's see where this one is going. But for now, what I will advise to be is work with Atiku so that he will deliver Nigeria. Minus that. We are found there. I think what they call it, this Senate president should know that this thing he did yesterday will hurt him or his family in future. Watch what I'm telling you. Mark it somewhere. After this 2027, this thing will hurt them. Now, Amechi are crying. Others are crying. Wike will still crying. About yourself may cry any moment from now. But he have think that maybe 109 of them have changed whatever they change. It's going to hurt them because God does not lie. And whatever you do, you wait for it. So what I'm trying to say, let Nigerians think wise. Forget about Fulani or this. Let's use what we have now to capture these people. That's what I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. The National Assembly has not defeated Nigerians. Let's have that in at the back of our minds. They have not defeated Nigerians. They passed a law that they feel will be of benefit to them. But I always say this. Abacha was adopted by all the political parties in his time. Abacha never became a president of Nigeria. The same scenario may not play out in this present dispensation, but that tells you that there are things that we cannot control here. The best thing is do your part and leave the rest to God. It's a time of prayer and fasting and all that. I'm hoping every Nigerian will pray and take action as well, because prayer without action, the Bible says, is death. Okay, so hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Rafi, calling from Agigi. Please, I want to ask a question pertaining to connection of PVC.
Yeah.
Is it mandate for the political party to be part of this connection? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Am I hearing me?
I can hear you now.
Is it compulsory for them to be part of this connection? Because in my area yesterday, I saw some of their agents. I want you to enlighten me on this because I don't understand it. That's why I'm calling.
No political party is INEC. INEC is INEC. They are supposed, or they are saddled with this responsibility of producing and distributing of this PVCs. PVCs is not a party card, so I don't see any reason why it has to be, any party has to be involved before you can collect PVC or they can distribute PVC. Whatever is happening, Nigerians are just looking at their abracadabra unfolding. It's not the responsibility of the party to collect PVC or to give PVCs. That is for INEC to do. Party agents are needed at the polling unit. Party agents are needed during the election.
We should join the article. I disagree with him. This is the turn of the South. Article is from the North. And if it's the turn of the North, none of them will accept a Southerner to take over from the Southerner. So, him saying that P2B should work with the Article is wrong. Let Article step down for P2B. Let the Southerners finish their term. Then he can take over. Then the issue of saying that P2B wife will vote for APC or whatever he's saying, that is secondary. And like the only thing he mentioned that I agree with him is the issue of this thing Akpabio and all of them in the Senate are doing. I know very well that one day this thing happening to Malami and Emefiele and all the rest of them will happen to them. Whether they like it or not, it's nemesis. It must come back to them. Nigerians have cried to God. No matter what they are doing, Nigerians have cried. And I know that one day, God will answer our prayer. Whether they like it or not. And it will backfire on them. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Emeka from Augusta. I called before my network.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
What I really want to say, okay, the completed manual and automatic. This will surely bring Andy in the 2027 in the courts. That will be another Andy that we are going to see here. Now, do you know about such a wicked thing? The same police is suffering. The same police and army people that they are suffering without even having a good money paying them as a securities, they will still use them to be, pursuing their fellow protesters. Being ashamed and that up and they will start paying a better money. Let them go outside country and see how they're paying the securities money. And they talk, all these politicians are using them. And when their fellow citizens that is coming out to protest for the good of the Nigeria, to cover from the hand of these wicked people, they will be sending them to be using them to killing us also, pursuing us and materializing us as criminals. And yet they are not even ashamed. And they are suffering, they are carrying God up and down. Look at how they're killing armies. Look at how they, these politicians thought are killing them on the bush, that place, and yet they're not ashamed. Please, God bless us.
Bless us all. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, I'm good. Patrick is calling from Okota.
Go right ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, I think as it stands right now, it's like Nigeria has become a leaderless country. We don't know this crop of leaders now, when they eventually serve their term and go, which one we can single out to call a hero? Which one of them?
So everything they are drifting now, they make sure that the country is completely conquered in political terms, where it's only what they throw at us is what we will take. We are not. We become people, voiceless people. No matter how we shout, it doesn't mean anything to them across board. We have our brothers there who may not be Northerners, who are not Yorubas or whatever. Yet they join them because that is what they are eating from. That is what they have chosen to live all their life on. Anyhow, it is. Next year still remain a big question mark. Will Nigeria still go ahead to accept this slavery, this colonialism by our own brothers and sisters, our uncles, our aunties, who pretend to be to serve us, but they are now turn us to become slaves right under our eyes? I don't think we are going to take it further beyond next year. No matter how it is, we are going to take back this country. Thank you.
I like that spirit. We're going to take back this country. It's our country. It's not an individual's property. Okay. Good morning to you on the radio. I gradually listen to front page reviews. It's unfortunate Nigeria is going, I think that's what you wanted to write. Nigeria is going this negative way. A country that is well blessed by God, but man chose to go contrary to God's plans. But remember, God is mightier than any federal might in Nigeria today. I weep for Nigeria, my country, and unborn children. Nigeria as a nation has failed. I weep for Nigeria. Unfortunate to a Nigerian. To be a Nigerian. It's unfortunate to be a Nigerian. Okay, this is from Baruwa from Ijesha. Okay, thank you very much for your comments. Let's just take a moment now and go gather some funds as it is, because we are being joined by Chichomzi of GADA for the update regarding GADA. Good morning and welcome, and let's hear your update this morning.
Good morning, Yangu. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Lagosians. This is Chichomzi. Let's gather and activate money together. That is what we do this morning.